Eja me president. I will say on my politically, me say there is nothing wrong to have a different view in the political space. There's nothing wrong. Anything I met my former boss, not your NPP ni, or yet national communications. I'm your constituency communications officer. Winti. So now I'm a national boss. Why workshop with Brahma Kubi? And there, different view. It's in a common idea. Asasa, that's human. And psychology, your idea friend, ideological incompatibility.
The way your history.
History to tell you say your antecedents we see here in history. And some antecedents, and inform some of the outcomes we are seeing today. But what's my point I see here? It's history ne situation no. And no so any been a mind and come here dio. Sebi in come ya no pay di. Kami de kan impenyin sempa ne say me kwa de bia na kana yan wo me ye.
Oh Debbie.
So no pay me di hun komo. Me boa. We've come to study and understand history. And ye be hu ni antecedents ni bi. And ye hu ni outcomes ni bi. Eti me de en kame hu ni say we den kanya asem bi o say twene tenten bia. Say president his excellency Nana Akufo-Addo. What different view about friends Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. I don't see any big deal with that.
He says he doesn't get it. He just does not understand why people don't get him.
That is his views.
Yes,
Sister, that is his views.
That one means that he thinks that is what the history is.
No. History, sister, history comes from different point of views. Sabi history, history ni kunim. They never had a say in history. Sister, that is history. History can be verified. History is not mean kind of saying adibia is static. No. History, will be a history. As time goes on, corrections are being made in histories across the world, everywhere. For history, for instance, antecedent literature on histories and historical antecedents. Sister, there's nothing big deal about this. This is the view of the man on Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Sefini, you best regard for. Oh, different view.
No, because Professor Michael Kwekra Ednediaba.
Sister,
we baby, I'm a phrase if in TSM free to order.
No problem.
Professor Michael Kwediaba, say former Speaker of Parliament, Professor Michael Kwe, has stated that Ghanaians owe all the human rights they currently enjoy to the effort of the New Patriotic Party. He claims during the Dr. Kwame Nkrumah tenure, there was little regard for the protection of human rights. Professor Okwe expressed these views at a mentorship program organized by the NPP Council of Elders. They say, apart from human rights like freedom, you can't say you fan who dear. So,
history will be fair to us. Sometimes because history no host no history near.
That's MPP person trying to get strong.
Obianka so trying to get strong. We are trying to add up to the history of this country. And this is a point. Dear Professor Makokwe Kanye, himfa and Nasebio weti himfa. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah president of Ghana ha. Yenya independence afibeng 1957. A year later, yenya emrebu of Ghana ha sa emrano. O criticize it na buying and all your political opponent. Emrani timi to kusie without trial. Meboa. But lawyer o him so nim sa emrano. Without trial. That was the political space and one of my sister ya. O opposing na buying no and I otra wa adwene ne de emfa. Sadana before do 5 years yen trial wo. Yen fa ko gina judge bi anim so to yet to ano. Said then na woka ye ntia ye do obegina ha ebi nim ye do tum 5 years ni we na eso a ye tim say renew u jail time no for another 5 years eti enim da ebeja awo. It was happening in this country. Me boa sister ya no tell me me pa cho anya sa me sister we adin komo
ya bi wo ka wa
sister bi anya me adin komo
me bi bisa no yi ma no
ga na adin komo da bi ba wonu me yi wa dance ni won komodie mu
wo ye de
anya de na esi wo man mu no
tie ko.
It is Obika Chira will say, who fight the historical antecedents of this country, and now, but a certain political organization, and now ensure human rights or maimu, press freedom or maimu. What is the big deal about it? What is the contradiction in here, sister ya? El maimaneti media space ya or media space. Ne o emre bia as a criminal libel law me boa, sister ya. Ye din komo. Yes. Ye din komo.
Yes.
Anu pempesa me no dis en komo we.
Sisi amayi wa no menya.
Your criminal libel law na etre saying. Na mrani etre saying. What was the purpose of that law? Sister, beyond that, in 1963, now Emrebu Ghana had the Newspaper Licensing Act. Sa paper, sa Emrani say, Yamau to me so obey a newspaper. Name mum o paper no. So o criticize it a buyina, a Kwame Nkrumah buyina. Your whole quite a shut down.
Is it dear?
Me pacho.
We can't now.
Prof.
The president can't.
Or can me no album?
Can you be
no quick? Me former boss. I didn't know here. I don't pass it. I don't pay common. I didn't sister ya. History on. So one count history, sister ya. One children would you more. Yeah, baby, I'll free back. But what my point na see. It's the Professor Makukwe can and say, I buy a share here and a party share here no. Yeah, contributions be a assume because I bet share. Human rights or my pejemu. What is the big deal here? Sir, any opposing viewer, you put it across.
Sounds like he's defending what His Excellency said.
No, what is?
In fact, it started with a Morani mate. Matthew Opoku Prempe Kwame Nkrumah no eno be pacho enti kamia say somewhere free beba no. It sounds like NPP as a party no as Nkrumah no hunya machine.
You see
na niema anya mo fe ansomani munyi ni se we ye hui
Professor Makuke ka assembi na mpese ka quickly no me de makoho emre bia o say very good I think any near.
Okay,
o say Professor Edward Akufo-Addo, who introduced a human rights chapter in the 1969 Constitution, which has since been incorporated into subsequent constitutions.
Yeah, Nanado Papa.
In 1969, when it introduces that human rights chapter into our constitution, is it true or false? That's the question I'm asking. We're only learning this morning on the history of this country. Upa pick the history from right. I want to pick from left, and let's also argue. Say they make a woman anymore, a womb. Sister, I'm about to point I see. I don't know moderator. Tell me, Busa, you.
I mean, Busa question now. We are no now. Busa.
It's a best Ghana for. Best Ghana for the over political space. Anybody can carry no. You are different no ideological incompatibility. Sister, yeah. Send na obi don the house of folk no. San obi so den e don kotoko. San obi so don the town of Bofokwa. But what the point I see, it's the best Ghana for. And you say ye pese any day kwan so mesrebion, ye pese ye bu obi animutia. There be political ideologies in this country over the years are evolving. And some MPP ni na me free UP na eba. My beliefs and ideologies and my friends and values, direct my thinking and my perspective to issues. But what my point I see, Sana binum so me Nkrumahist, me CP before and binum so me NDC for. Values and ideologies direct their perspective on issues. But the history of this country still remain the same. One person cannot found Ghana. It's not true. We still insist that Ghana was founded by a lot of people whose contribution cannot be sidelined.
Agreed. But somebody led the fight. Somebody was outstanding in the fight.
Sister,
somebody stood out in the fight.
This discussions are sister, I know party here. Beautiful work. Mitio, me no me nya some about show so I'm starting mitio ahomachi mitio from ahomachi we hear course yama for bon pie mo na mitie. Ano pe woni na yetie. O producer o shechire obi antenene. Enti ye kase show ya fa no pe wona be bo abaso nyesa. Na o producer contribute to the show.
Ba me
enti eno no interest sebio.
Yeah, flyer me phone ni na
e bo. Producer de nka ho. Enti eno interest sebio producer so ahomachi 3 a.m. It's not so she human to so better FDS.
Me pon me bonedi.
Enti opon bonedi in closing na 9 no. Enti better me tell producer me cha no pay my boni. Boni nim. Enti ye be sre.
Ati me na me lead team no.
Ye be sre.
Enti me na obo me.
Ghana as a country. Ghana as a country, cannot, and let's put it on record, be founded by one person. Enti ye be sre Ghana for our political ideologies would differ. And on that basis, our seeing and understanding of issues will also differ. To say, yeah, dear, ye who say the New Patriotic Party, coming from the UP and all its formal organizations, we've contributed to the human right of this country. We've contributed to press freedom of this country. President Akufo-Addo, whenever be criminal libel law, then can maybe criminal libel law. President Akufo-Addo no ye president. Whenever be free wa utimi kasa radio so an power. Sebi, minu NDC ni bet match na adwen abo aban n'echi obi anya ne hwe. Emi be twem wo bo aban n'echi ompon show nimpo na soja for betam do ko eno ano no. Tebesre Ghana for. This is our perspective to the democracy and the
Onua 95.1 FM. Yeah,